Hey, Kyle.
Hey, how
How
are
are
you?
you? I'm good.
Good.
Got something to tell you. We're nominating you for an SWCA Tutor Spotlight Award.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool.
There's a catch.
What's the catch?
You need to do the video for it because
Oh,
we don't know how to do it, and you do all the tech stuff. Can you do that?
yeah, I think I can.
Okay, great.
So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for me? All right. Well, my name is Kyle Blochl. Um, I am a consultant here at the University Writing Center at Appalachian State. I've been working for about 5 years, and my graduate program is in educational media, specifically in media literacy, and my undergraduate program was in secondary English education. All right, lovely. So, why do you think the Writing Center work is important? Well, the Writing Center work is important because it helps both the client and the consultant. Obviously, it helps the client learn more about writing and help their paper and help them become a better writer, but it also helps the consultant because they get very real teaching experience, uh, some experience they might not get otherwise. And especially if you're in education, this is really important to get as much experience before you enter the classroom. What are your future goals? And how does working in the Writing Center promote those goals? My future goals eventually is to teach either high school or at the university level, and likely teach English, but with my master's program, it allows me to teach a lot of different things. Um, and the Writing Center has definitely helped develop my teaching style and my knowledge of writing, my technique, and all that good stuff. And I've also had a lot of experience working in a classroom setting with the Writing Center through some outreach programs that we do, teaching high school students, usually first generation high school students, about uh, revising and writing techniques and all that kind of good stuff to help prepare them for college. Okay, cool. So, how did you become interested in becoming a Writing Center consultant? I became interested in working at the Writing Center my freshman year. I always knew that I was good at writing, and I chose English because I was good at writing. Um, and I always, help my friends out and my hallmates out with editing papers and such. And I figured, this is what I'm going to eventually be doing with my life. Not necessarily editing, but um, I'll be working with writing and working with English for the rest of my life. So I figured I might as well start now and try and find somewhere that I can incorporate that and also get paid for it. And so I found the Writing Center my freshman year, and then I took the class my freshman year and started working my sophomore year. What was your favorite Writing Center consultation you've ever had? One of my favorite Writing Center consultations was actually a brainstorming session I had with this philosophy student. And he was taking like a 3,000 or 4,000 level, a junior, senior level thesis class, and he was kind of struggling with exactly what he wanted to work on. And philosophy is not necessarily my strong suit. I took it, but I took it in undergrad, but I only learned so much. And so he comes in, he's got like a stack of books, and he's like, I have all this information, I just don't know how to compile it. And we really sat there for about 40 minutes until we came up with some kind of definitive answer as to what he was, a definitive thesis as to what he wanted to talk about. And it was interesting for me because it taught me that I really need to be patient and just ask a lot of questions. And then eventually, if you ask enough questions, they can usually help figure it out for themselves. So it becomes less about being the expert on writing, and it becomes more about knowing what to ask and knowing what someone really needs help with. Okay. What's your favorite punctuation mark? My favorite punctuation mark would probably be the dash. The dash, really? Why's that? I think it's underused and it's underappreciated. Um, but it can really add a lot of emphasis to what you say. Now, What makes your Writing Center unique? What's so special about it? The Writing Center at Appalachian is unique because we have a lot of different educational backgrounds working here, and a lot of different focuses and skills that we put to use. For example, I have skill in video editing and audio editing and a lot of production, and I also have skills in creative writing, but there's some people who are very good visual artists. There are people who are very good poets. There are people who are very scholarly or have interest in education in other fields. There are people who are accounting majors or biology majors, or in fields that are outside of English that really help diversify what we can offer as Writing Center consultants and what we can help our clients with. And finally, what's the most important thing you have learned as a Writing Center consultant? The most important thing I've learned, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, is to be patient and to listen. I think it's good life advice in general, but a lot of consultants think that the answer is something you can figure out immediately, like at the beginning of the session, you know exactly what to do. But sometimes it might take 30 or 40 minutes before you can really figure out what the problem is. And with that, it's important to know when to leave something or when to move on, especially if you're working in a time frame, a time window. We have a 45-minute cap on our sessions, but sometimes someone might have class in 20 minutes. So knowing how to prioritize is also very important. All right, Kyle. Well, it was great talking with you. Good luck in the future in the Writing Center.